Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Petersen Automotive Museum's YouTube channel. When most people think of Rolls-Royce, they think of sophistication, dignity, and restraint. The car we're going to talk about today definitely breaks this mold. This is the 1925 Rolls-Royce Phantom I, but with a body built nearly a decade later by Jonckheere of Belgium, and it's better known today as the round door Rolls. It has an enormous fin, it has sunroofs, it has circular doors, and it looks like it arrived straight from an Art Deco fever dream. So today we're diving into one of the strangest, most controversial, and most fascinating Rolls-Royces ever built. Like all pre-war Rolls-Royce motor cars, this Phantom I left the factory as just a chassis, engine, frame, wheels, and that was it. If you wanted a body, you hired a coach builder, the automotive equivalent of like a custom tailor. In 1925, this chassis was sent to Hooper & Co., one of Britain's most respected coach builders. They fitted it with an elegant cabriolet body, and the finished car was delivered to its first owner, Mrs. Hugh Dillman, formerly Anna Thompson Dodge. If that last name rings a bell, it should. She was the widow of Horace Dodge, co-founder of Dodge Motor Company, and one of the wealthiest women in the world at the time. And then something unexpected happened. For reasons that remain unclear, Mrs. Dillman reportedly never took delivery of the car. It appears the Rolls-Royce never even left England. Still technically a new car, it was sold instead to the Raja of Nampara, where it was shipped to India and driven with its original Hooper cabriolet body. From there, the trail gets kind of hazy. The car passed through multiple owners, crossed borders, and by 1932, it resurfaced in Belgium. In 1934, the Phantom I was sent to Jonckheere, a Belgian coach builder known at the time for increasingly dramatic aerodynamic designs. The original cabriolet body was stripped off, and in its place came something radical, even by 1930s standards. The new body featured circular doors, twin sunroofs, a massive rear fin, a sloping radiator shell, and an unmistakably aerodynamic, almost futuristic profile. At the time, this kind of styling was popular amongst European luxury coach builders like Sauchik, Fagoni, and Falaschi, and Le Tournier et Marchand. Most Rolls-Royce buyers, however, believed the upright grille was sacred, untouchable, and almost religious. This car didn't care. Among Rolls-Royce traditionalists, the reaction was mixed. Actually, that's pretty generous to say. But concours judges, they loved it. The car was reportedly awarded a Prix d'Honneur at the 1939 Cannes Concours d'Elegance, proving that while it may have upset purists, it absolutely succeeded at doing what it was built to do, turn heads and win trophies. Just before World War II, the car turned up again, this time in Bar Harbor, Maine. And this is where one of our favorite stories enters the legend. After this moment, the car slowly faded from prominence. By the 1950s, it was discovered in New Jersey, badly deteriorated and very close to being scrapped, which is when it was rescued by someone whose flair arguably matched the car's. The Phantom I eventually landed in the hands of Max Obie, an East Coast entrepreneur with a talent for publicity. He restored the car, painted it gold, and claimed to have actually mixed real gold dust into the paint. He also began circulating rumors that the car had once belonged to King Edward VIII, later the Duke of Windsor. There's no evidence that claims that's true, but the public ate it up. Obie toured the car around shopping centers and public spaces, charging $1 per person to everyone who stepped inside the enclosure and saw it. Eventually, the car was repainted, sold to Japan, and finally, in 2001, it arrived here at the Petersen Automotive Museum. Robert Petersen made the decision to perform a ground-up restoration, returning the car to its concours level condition. Every component was removed, inspected, researched, and either restored or replaced. During paint prep, traces of gold and robin's egg blue were found, but the original color couldn't be confirmed. So the museum made a bold but respectful choice: black, a color that lets the car's dramatic shape do the talking. Mechanically, the car remains a true Phantom I, heavy, demanding, and deeply involving to drive. It requires double clutching, careful braking, and very thoughtful approaches to curbs and speed bumps. The round-door Rolls-Royce wasn't built for convenience. It was built to make a statement, to win awards, to provoke reactions, and to stop people mid-stride. Even today, it still does exactly that. Its history, though, is still incomplete. We don't know who commissioned its radical body or why Jonckheere, already moving towards bus and coach construction, was chosen for the job. But maybe that mystery is part of the appeal. Because while other cars had fins and round doors and sloping grills, no other car combines them quite like this into a single dramatic work of rolling sculpture. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'm Bea, and this has been the Petersen Automotive Museum's YouTube channel. See you next week.